Sheen Shots.
Yeah, boy.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Sheen Shots. Today we have the second part of my beginner's guide to Outward. We're going to be checking out Cierzo today. So if you already know everything about Cierzo, you might learn a little bit. There's a couple cool things that people often miss. And if you don't know anything about the game, well, you're going to learn a lot about it now. So let's get right into it. Okay, so the first place you show up in this game, like I covered in the previous video, is an island. And it's not really part of the town. Okay, so once we get to here, this is going to be the first interaction with our town. We got a house here, and I went over the house in the other video as well. So we're just going to be looking into the outside here in Cierzo. First off, beautiful. I mean, look at this amazing world right here. It's fantastic. Now you're going to get some dialogue here from Risa Aberdeen. You can just kind of skip all that or read through it depending on if you haven't played the campaign or yet not. She's going to ask you to get a tribal favor or 150 silver. So just be aware of that. Cool little tip here. Gab berries. I always say this in most of my videos. Use them for extra speed. But also they drop okra beetles. And those can be used for decent potions and things. So I like to grab those every once in a while. Now you can talk to some of the people in town. Most of them don't really do much. So just if you want to, go ahead and do that. If you don't, it's not going to hurt the story that much. First thing we're going to be looking for is this great axe right here, okay? Now, it's not going to be extremely useful unless you want to use it. It's not really that great. You can buy a better one. But it offers some money. So we can sell it and get something. First thing is going to be this chest here, okay? So you're going to come in the town hall. And there's going to be a chest up here. Sometimes you get some decent loot. Okay, so yeah, I can sell... I could turn that into linen cloth. I can sell these potions, you know. Just give me enough money to start the game. You know, I need some money to buy a couple skills. Then we head back out here. Now we head down this hill. Alright, now let me check what I have in my pocket. Yeah, I got a ton of stuff already. We're going to move that to pocket here. Second thing we're going to be looking at is Turnbull. Alright, this is Helen Turnbull. Come all the way over here in the very corner of the map. You're going to want to talk to her for 2 quests, okay? If you find a giant's heart, or you find a mushroom shield, okay, you can give it to her, and she will give you some money back. If you find both at the same time, and you give it to her, you get a total of 100 silver. I believe the giant's heart's 15, or no, the giant's heart's 30, and the other one is, the shield's 70. So here is a junk pile. Sometimes has a shiv. This time I had arrows. It's not really that useful, but we'll take this because we can, well, first off, use it as a helmet because I didn't have one. But second off, we can turn into linen cloth. Again, a lot of gab berries in this area, so go ahead and grab those if you need them. Now, I'm going to sell stuff. At the beginning, don't really need much, so food's not going to be that useful to me at this current point in time. I'd sell all this stuff. See, they're only 2, but that's going to help a little bit in the game. So, I sold all that stuff. I got 14, I got 20, I got a little bit of room. Now, unfortunately, you can't get to these pearl birds, and it's so depressing, because I really want to. If you come all the way to the left corner over here, this is where you're gonna, this is Cierzo's water supply. It's the only way they get their clean water. And you're gonna have 1 water skin. It's gonna be extremely important, so go ahead and grab that. Go ahead and drink some. Fill her up. And you should be good to go on that. There's this awesome walkway up here. I really feel like they should have done something with this. But they didn't. There's nothing here. It's kind of depressing. So you just jump off of here. Yeah, I get it. I can drop my bag. Thank you. And fishing pole. Again, you can sell this. So it's important to know that that's there. Even better is that there is a fishing spot right here. Go ahead and grab this fishing spot with the new fishing pole you just gathered. Azure shrimp sells very well, so that's a good find. What we are looking for is blue sand. Because blue sand sells really well, but also because if you want to go for a heavy build, you can get the blue sand armor. There we go, we got one. So it's not too difficult to get them from here. Before we get the other fishing spot, we're going to grab this machete. It's sitting right here on these dead fish. I'm going to grab that to sell. Can't really do anything with that. Come over here, fishing spot. Let's see if we get any blue sand. Come on. Oh, come on. Worker boots. That's baloney. Once again, another junk pile. Gives you some linen cloth. That's really what we use those for. And not much else you're going to get from this town. Sometimes a water skin. Maybe. This guy right here, I always forget about him. Okay, he sells basically nothing. You know, a really small amount of stuff. But he has a lot of gold. So if you're ever in this town and you're like, dude, I gotta get rid of some silver. I gotta turn it into gold because I got too much. But you've already spent it all. That guy has 11 gold for like no reason at all. So go over to him. This right here is pretty important for the Berg quest line. Okay, you're gonna come over here and you're gonna see Roland here. He's looking kind of depressed. All right, Roland, he kind of had something to do with our ship crashing, so he's not too happy. You talk to him. And here's your options. He says, yeah, shame about the shipwrecks. Action is open all the time. Not if the lighthouse was lit. So you can blame him. Alright? Or you can say, well, this stuff happens. We don't want to blame him. Because we want him to be as hopeful as possible. So he can beat one of the enemies in the end. So that's it. That's all we got to say to him. Here at the beginning. Worst days had him forever. Also, I want to get his cap. It's super cool. But that's it. Make sure you do that before you leave town. You can get one of the rewards you get from it if you don't talk to him. But it's just precautionary. Just go ahead and talk to him before you leave. Here we are, the plank shield. Now, what I'm going to say about this is this thing is pretty much useless. I mean, if you want a shield, go buy a shield before you leave town. It's going to be way worth your while. You can turn it into a fang shield later, all kinds of stuff. So I don't recommend you using this unless you absolutely do not want to spend any of your money and you want to wait till you get something better. I've used it before. It's not awful, but it's not fantastic. Here we have a skill trainer. This is how skills work in this game. You got tier 1 skills. You can buy these whenever. I usually like to buy this one right here, right now. And I recommend you do before you even leave town. Extra health, and you restore more health when sleeping. So it's extremely useful. You can, this tree is, you need to use a little bit of mana. And it's pretty powerful. It's pretty cool. You can use it with the fists, gauntlets, or you can use it with shields, gong strikes. The options are pretty big. But that's going to be, you're not going to be able to buy those yet. Over here we have some scrolls. This is how you learn how to make leather. So remember earlier, if you watched my other video, you saw that I knew how to make the leather. Well, I already knew how to do it. But if you don't and you're new, you can come over here and grab all these and you can learn how to make them. Right? Now, because it's so easy to make, and it's really, I mean, just experimentation, or you could just watch my previous video and figure it out. You can just sell these. And it's not too crazy to learn, okay? So just go ahead and sell these if you want the money. They sell for 3, so it's worth something. 14, this is why I said we want the blue sand. Okay, it sells really good. We're gonna sell all this stuff. I don't need linen cloth right now, because we're fine. Now, I want to mention something about this. This is the alchemist right here, this blue shop person. She sells a full set of mage gear. Chakram, lexicon, and gear for mage stuff. Lots of good potions too. So if you have a decent amount of money from, let's say you transferred from a different character and you want to start out or something, you can go ahead and buy that. Or you want to go get some money and come back, you can do that as well. This guy right here sells backpacks. I recommend getting this backpack right here. It's great. Has enough, relatively enough for you to get through for the first part. Okay, it's not going to be fantastic, but again, you can keep selling stuff. And so then another little trick you can do here is, I didn't used to know that you can sell this backpack, actually. This one right here. So you just open it up, take all the stuff, and then you push take all again. It'll put the satchel in your backpack. Then you walk up here. Want to buy something? And it sells for 9. So pretty good. Now keep it if you want to make the scaled leather backpack. That backpack does not impede your dodge roll, so if you want to make that, go ahead and keep it, but I don't need to. You can talk to the guards, ask them all kinds of stuff, learn about the region and the city, you know, cool stuff. There is a unique pet that you can get if you talk to the statue at a certain time. Now, I'm not going to do that in this video because I already made another video about it. Go ahead and check out that on my channel. It is the shark pit, but that is an option you can do. This is Loudhammer, okay? He's the blacksmith.
All right.
Again, like I said, there's your shield. It's not overly expensive. Go ahead and use that instead of the plank. You can even sell the plank. That's how garbage it is. It's considered trash to these merchants. You can buy a dagger, okay? If you want the Rondel dagger, it's a decent dagger at the very beginning. You can get that. You can also get a free one, though. Just letting you know. So, might not want to buy that. But iron weapons are going to be good because you can turn them into fang weapons once you start killing a couple hyenas. So, go ahead and grab an iron weapon if you need it. Now, what's important to note, okay? You do not want to leave town. You don't. Not through these doors, anyway. Alright? What you want to do is you want to come talk to Burak. Alright? You're going to have a couple things like a backpack, water skin, certain essential things. You're going to talk to him, and you're going to say, I'm going outside.
Well, you got the essentials at least.
He offers a skill.
Here,
Now, it's very important. You get a free skill from him, depending on what weapon you have in your hand. If you want the rage boon right out the way, put on cloth knuckles. Okay? I believe it's 4 linen cloth makes cloth knuckles. You get rage. It's super useful. It gives you impact, and it burns a little bit of your health, but it gives you way more impact, so it's super useful at the very beginning of the game. Otherwise, you're going to pick any other weapon, and you're going to say yes, and it will give you a weapon associated with that, or a skill associated with that weapon. So I got puncture. Let me show you guys what this does here. You can go ahead and equip it. Close combat attack, which deals high damage and an impact, inflicts pain. Which means your enemies are going to take more damage after you inflict them with this. Super useful skill. Comes back relatively fast. You can use it a couple times during a fight. And it's going to help you a lot during the mid-game. Or beginning game. So make sure you pick which weapon you want. Because if you pick like a halberd or a longsword, you're going to get a different skill. You're not going to get the same one. I usually get... You can also buy those skills later, though. So if, like, you miss out and you pick the wrong one, don't worry. You can find different NPCs throughout the world that'll give you some. But again, do not leave that door. Another thing I want to mention. Boom. Hatchet right here. And then we are going to have... Where is that son of a gun at? There it is. Pitchfork. You can use the pitchfork as a weapon. You can. It's hilarious. But I don't recommend it. Again, buy a different weapon. These are cray-bay seeds. You can use these, cook them, and make poison rags after you cook them with linen cloth. So just be aware of that. Once again, come over here. So basically everything we have, you're always going to get so much flint and steel. You only need one. And if you're a mage, you don't need any. So just go ahead and sell it. Here we are. Getting rid of our stuff here. Okay, I'm just going to sell these because I'm not worried about it, you know. There we go. 77. We got a backpack. We got our health skill. We got a free skill from Burak because he's super nice dude. He's super chill. Okay, it's pretty nice of him. Last thing that we're going to talk about here. This is how you get out of Cierzo. This is going to be your ideal way. First off, make sure you got a bandage, okay? Because if you want a tribal favor and you don't want to pay 150 silver, you are going to want to have a bandage, all right? This is the storage area, Cierzo storage. You're going to go ahead and enter here, and there's going to be a couple more things to loot. I'm going to go over that, but then after that, it's basically 2 trogs you have to kill, and then exit the cave and get your tribal favor. So make sure you take this path so you don't have to pay the 150 silver. I mean, you can go the other way, but this way's faster, and you don't miss out on some stuff. So, lantern. We got one of those now. It's going to be super useful, and it's pretty much required for caves. Flint steel, you don't have to grab this if you already have one. They don't sell very much. I usually don't grab it if I already have it. But hey. Now, if you don't have a bedroll, I do. Okay, usually get one very beginning of the game. You can grab it right there. Or if you're playing with somebody in co-op, they can grab this one right here. So some bread. Nothing over here, really. Alright, there's one scroll to make jam. Right? You can read it. Ooh, I know that. Yay. But I could have learned that earlier or by experiencing, so no biggie. Now, there is going to be this here. Another junk pile. This is often, honestly, one of the most common things I get from here. Padded armor. I sometimes get the helmet. Sometimes get the boots. I almost never get the chest plate. So just be aware that you may get padded armor. This is the legacy chest. Notice I can't get in. Okay? You need to do a couple things first before you get there. The main thing you're going to want to do is just go start the bird quest line. You get one. But if you defeat Vendavel Fortress, you can also get one. So once you clear out some stuff, you get a legacy chest, and then that could be used to increase weapons and stuff. So then you go in here, and you've got a pickaxe. And then you keep going through that cave, get out, and that is the exit to Cierzo. That's basically it for this town. Not a ton of stuff, but at the beginning of the game, you're going to be crawling for money, right? You know, I had, I think, 30-ish, 25 some at the very beginning, sold a bunch of stuff, and got some skills. So I made it out pretty well. Now, I did get the padded armor that's going to sell a little bit better, but also it's decent armor. It's not great, but it's decent. So I recommend if you want to go and use it, you can. All right, just hold it. It has a little bit more resistance. It has cold resistance as well. So, and it doesn't look too bad. You look like the Cierzo guards, so it's not too bad. That's about it for the video, guys. I just wanted to give you a couple tricks on how to survive in Outward. What you can get from Cierzo to get your best start. Now, a extra tidbit here. I have a video on this already, but I'm gonna throw it in this video because it is Cierzo. If you climb up this building right here, oh, messed up. You can get the skeleton outfit. All right, Merchant's outfit. You can get his chest plate up here, and then you can get his helmet somewhere else. Now, this isn't. They don't have any stats, and so it's not like you're gonna get much out of it. But just in case you want it, there you go, right there, Merton's ribcage. Then the other one is next to Helen Turnbull's house. If you want to know how to get that, go ahead and check out my channel. I got a video on that. That's about it for today, guys. Thank you for watching, and hope you keep enjoying Outward.